It is 6:45. Welcome back. There is still time for small businesses to apply for BCARES Act funding in Bakersfield. And joining us live to talk more about the funds is City's Public Information Officer Joe Conroy. Joe, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we are coming down to it, and the big the board with, I mean, every week it just seems like there's new drama in this, and most recently, of course, with the shutdown going into this falling below ICU capacity, a lot of restaurants looking for help, other businesses as well, and they can still take advantage of this, right?
Yes. You can apply up until Friday at 5 o'clock. We won't be accepting applications after that, but you can apply before that. And we've allocated an additional $2 million to the original $3 million of CARES Act funding to this program.
And exactly who is eligible for this?
That's a great question. It's for-profit businesses in the city of Bakersfield. They have to have had at least a 25% reduction in revenue since March 1st due to COVID-19, and businesses that have operated for at least a year before March 1st. And you can't have any outstanding city code violations, and that's part of the review process as well. And your business has to have had less than $5 million of revenue in 2019 and 25 or fewer employees on your staff.
Now, you talked about the original $3 million. This is an additional $2 million. How many people took advantage the first time around, and was there any money left over from that?
So we're still going through the review process on a lot of applications right now. So far, we've already approved 316 applications, and that's about totals around $1.9 million. So there's a little more than $1 million left from that original allocation. And so again, we're still going through. We've got about three or 400 applications in the review process right now.
Oh, wow.
We expect obviously some more coming in, especially since we've allocated another $2 million to that program.
I know with so many applications in there, it might be hard for you to speculate, but I'm just kind of wondering a timeline here. Is this something that people who apply might be able to see by the end of the year, or are we looking after January 1st?
Well, we're hoping that we can get it out before that, because this money needs to be, all this CARES Act money needs to be spent before the end of the calendar year. So again, it's a matter of volume in terms of how many we're receiving, but it's just as quickly as we can process them. We're shooting for about 5 to 10 business days.
Oh, okay.
From an application to approval or denial or some sort of an answer on it. And sometimes that can take a little longer depending on some of the review process. Maybe you get stuck with at the city code portion of the review, and maybe there's some outstanding violation that you need to remedy. But we're aiming for between 5 and 10 business days.
Okay.
So obviously we have the holidays coming up, so we're trying to get those completed as quickly as possible. And if anybody ever has any questions about the status of their application, feel free to email bcares@bakersfieldcity.us. And one of our employees that are working on the BCARES program can hopefully answer your question.
All right, very good. Joe Conroy with the City of Bakersfield, thank you for that updated information. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mike.